Hello, welcome again to 20-Sided Dice. Drew here for a different review of a movie that has already been covered well enough. I'm here today to talk about interesting mechanics that were introduced in the movie that I, as a DM, want to include in my games. Let's start with the spells. Many of them in the game will have very strict wording and will often prevent the player from exploring multiple facets of it. Let's take a spell like Find Familiar, for example. I understand having the range increased to unlimited would be totally exaggerated. But let's say the 100 feet range was increased to 1 mile instead. Or even within the DM's decision. The player attempts something and depending on what it is, the DM decides if it is possible or not. Many spells, especially cantrips, have variables that can be changed to accommodate many different uses. To me, nothing is more annoying than a player cutting another player with rules about the spells he is currently using. It can break the momentum of what a player is currently doing roleplay-wise. Let them act and describe, and the DM will take the decision if something works or not. In sum, don't break the player's agenda. The second mechanic I really liked was Doric's Wild Shape. She's obviously not a 20th level druid with infinite wild shape uses. But to have something similar, we could absolutely allow a player to expend a wild shape as an action to transform into a beast, and then for the duration on subsequent turns, use a bonus action to transform into another beast with the same restrictions. This alone could make some interesting combat scenes and roleplay, exactly like in the movie. I'm not sold with allowing monstrosities into the mix though, so no owl bears or displacer beasts for my druids at my table. The third aspect that caught my attention is the attunement to an item. In the movie, Simon tries multiple times to attune to the helm with devastating results. This is absolutely something I'll be using from now on. Whenever I design an object or a magic item is found in a campaign that has attunement, I'm going to add a puzzle behind for the player to try multiple things in order to get the bonuses. That's going to add some flavor to magic items and make sure the players earn the benefits fair and square. The final feature that I liked about the movie is how Forge, a companion of the main characters, managed to turn the tides against them to gain a lot of power. I think that players having secret agenda or hidden villainous intentions can add tons to roleplay for them and for the others around the table. Having conflicts between the characters promotes roleplay and allows character progression. On the plus side, it allows you to spot the meta players rather quickly when suddenly their characters keep harassing the villain. I can't stress this enough. I'm not saying the character is the villain of the story, but it could mean that it is a minion or in any way related to the big bad. It doesn't mean the character is going to stay loyal. Maybe the party will convince him. Who knows? Secrets have been used in the campaign rhyme of the Frost Maiden and can stand as good examples. Have your players come up with the idea themselves if you're short on creativity. Something that, deep down, they don't want the other characters to know about. That's going to wrap up my subjects of the day. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.